Hey, this is Don Lewis with Gordon and the Whale, and my review this week is of the film Happy Tears. Happy Tears is a film about something you've probably never seen before in a film. It's about family dysfunction. There's two sisters, played by Parker Posey and Demi Moore, and they have to take care of their ailing father. I've never seen that in a movie before. They don't want to be there, which is evidenced by Parker Posey driving around very slowly in a limousine so she doesn't have to get there anytime soon. And once they get together in the house, little love happens between the two of them. They find out their dad was crazy all along, and it's made them crazy. And this is just another boring independent film. It's got some pretty good actors in it, and it's all just really nothing likable about this movie at all. I feel bad saying that because I like the director. He did that film Teeth about the girl with the teeth in her vagina, and it feels to me like he did this movie to get as far away from that weird, creepy horror thing as he could. And this movie just feels like thrown together. It's really poorly edited, and the acting is good. Parker Posey's very good. I don't even know if she's acting. I think she's just crazy, and she just acts like herself. And Demi Moore is good too. She's very understated. Um, the best actors in this movie are by far Rip Torn as the crazy, not demented, he's got dementia-ridden father, and Ellen Barkin. Anytime Ellen Barkin enters into this movie, it goes to a whole other level. She plays this crackhead girlfriend of the father, and she tries to act like she's a doctor, and she's told the father that she's a nurse, and in order to prove this, she wears a stethoscope around her neck all the time. Probably the best scene in the entire film is the one where she comes back from a night of hooking and whatever she does to get crack, and the sisters question her about where she was and what hospital she works at. Ellen Barkin is amazing in this movie. It almost feels bad that she was in this movie because her performance is totally wasted in an otherwise fairly useless film. Um, Another part of this film is the girls, they return to Pittsburgh to take care of their father, and their whole lives they've been told that there's buried treasure in the backyard. And the dad's always been crazy, and the kids are crazy, so why would we want to believe that there's treasure buried in the backyard? Why would you even, so they decide to get a metal detector and dig it up, and it turns out that there's just thousands and thousands of beer cans and pull tabs from all these beer cans that the father has drank over the years. Just a I don't understand this movie. I don't understand what, Demi Moore, Parker Posey, Ellen Barkin, they all read this script and they're just like, I have to be in this. This is the kind of movie that usually goes direct to DVD, and then you get suckered in because you see like some, I guarantee you they're going to put this thing out on DVD, and it's going to have like, some kind of box cover that you could definitely see Demi Moore and definitely see Parker Posey, and it's going to be one of those films that make people think like, oh, this is an independent film. It's just a little movie. Let's check it out. Don't fall for it when it comes out. This is not a good movie, and I highly recommend you do not watch it. The characterizations in Happy Tears are just so typical, independent film typical. There's the one down to earth, more responsible older sister played by Demi Moore, and then there's the flaky, kind of crazy, little sister played by Parker Posey. And you see this because Parker Posey overpacks. She's got this giant suitcase to take care of her father, and has trouble getting it up the stairs. Oh, it's hilarious. And then like Demi Moore standing there the whole time and doesn't help her at all. Oh, that's just that made me realize what great characters these are. No. This whole film just feels like off to me, like it was poorly edited, or like they made it and then it got sent back to the producers and they demanded all these re-edits. Just see with Parker Posey in the yard, like kind of like ad-libbing this thing about why the yard looks suspicious, and it just feels forced, like forced ad-libbing, just really bad. I didn't think it was funny, and it's just Parker Posey being Parker Posey, and she's crazy. She's crazy in this movie, and she's probably crazy in real life. And I like her. I like Parker Posey as an actress, but in this film, it just feels forced. Improv that feels like improv, like you're improving improv, isn't very good improv. And that scene in the yard where she's going on about why some thieves will probably come by to rip them off is just a really good example of that. The other great Ellen Barkin scene in this movie is the part where they're eating dinner together, and typical like exposition through dialogue though, like they're kind of picking on Ellen Barkin's character, who is a crackhead and played brilliantly by Ellen Barkin, and it all kind of gets turned around on the other sisters and all their issues, and it's just a typical independent film about family dysfunction, and we find out everybody's got their problems and somehow they're going to get together and pull through, and who cares?